2020 Visions.
Madeline Hall, February 1961. Dear parents,
I've fallen in love with a wonderful woman.
Belinda,
Will you stay with me tonight?
my one true love. Natasha.
You screwed my mother on that bed and never said a single word about it.
Natasha, I hate you. Leave me alone. Lucy.
I'm expecting pregnant.
So I'm just the stud.
Get out of my flat, bastard!
Alec, love,
Belinda.
I'm nearly certain that I'm 2 months gone.
Belinda, my one true love.
Episode 2. Natasha.
Hello, it's me, Roz.
I'm so glad it's you.
I'm reading Clarissa's notes. Just a minute.
I really don't like that other girl, the short one. What's her name?
It's Sonia. She's only doing her job. You're supposed to wear a mask when one of us is here.
There's my Venetian carnival mask, but I'm not sure where it is.
I'm serious. It's for your own protection.
I don't need protecting from you, Roz. You're all wet.
It's tipping down. It was lucky I had my umbrella. I'll put it in the bathroom. I'll fetch a towel in a minute.
She's so abrupt.
It's not that easy. We're only allowed 15 minutes a visit, and then we have to hurry on to the next person on the list. Rain or no rain.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm so glad you're back.
You've got me until Friday morning. That's 10 short visits. And then it'll be Anna, the Polish girl. You like her very much. More than me, for all I know. Shall I make some tea?
There's no one to match you, Roz. Are there any of those lovely Madelines?
Unless you've scoffed them all.
Every time it rains, I still think of the day I met Natasha. I felt compelled to search for her. It was 1980 when I started walking the streets around my university, 20 years after Belinda. I was caught in a thunderstorm, and I took shelter in a church porch. I thought I was alone until a voice spoke up from the shadows.
Sunny spells, they said, not this. Not leaden skies and rain.
I think they make it up. 40 years ago.
It's dreadful. I just want to go to Madeleine's.
Natasha was 40. I was 40. Go where? What's that?
You're not local, are you? Everyone knows Madeleine's.
I was, long time ago, when I was at the university.
Ah, I understand. A sort of Marcel Proust.
I'm rather slow.
À la recherche de temps perdu.
Oh, very good.
The local tea shop. You possess a large umbrella. I'm already wet through. It's still pelting down. You get my drift?
Let's go. She stepped into the light. And I couldn't believe my eyes. The necklace. She was wearing the necklace.
What's up?
I was frozen to the spot, staring at her. Your face, those gorgeous eyes. Belinda's eyes. It had to be Natasha.
The rain?
No.
What then? Explain yourself.
You've got an angel's face.
Are you all right?
Yes, sorry, change the subject.
You've gone all white as if you'd seen a ghost.
I feel bound to say you're quite the nicest ghost I've seen in years.
And that's the most unguarded statement that I've heard of late.
Forgive me, please. I didn't mean to sound as if I meant to pick you up.
Oh, didn't you? So that was not your chat-up line, then?
You don't think I frequent church porches in the idle hope of running into ghosts and sidling up to them?
That's bad news. I'd rather hope to use you as my shelter. Stop me getting pelted by this rain.
But rescuing attractive damsels in distress is something that I've always dreamt of.
Sir Knight, I'd be delighted to accompany you to my favourite tea shop so that I can have a drink and dry out.
I had to read it after that, à la recherche. Not straight away, but afterwards.
Are you okay, Alec? Did you call me?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
Going down memory lane again?
Yes, always in search of lost times.
Have a nice rest. Why don't you shut your eyes for a while?
Yes, I think I should. When I shut my eyes, I can see the past.
Goodness knows what you'll see when the cataracts are gone.
It'll be great not to keep bumping into things. Must you wear that stupid mask?
So the eyesight's not that bad, eh? Anyway, you know very well it's to protect you from the virus.
I don't need protecting. It really doesn't suit you.
Those are the rules. No mask, no job. I can't live on no money, you know.
I'm sorry, Roz.
I'll just get on with the kitchen stuff then.
I was rather proud of myself getting most of the way through the first Proust book. Du côté de chez Swann. Or did I even get to the second? All right, so I cheated a bit with the bilingual edition. But I love the ideas. I remember, love is a shining example of how little reality means to us. It didn't mean much at the time, but it stuck in my mind. Now I know precisely what it means. I suppose I did feel a bit guilty about that day. She might have sent me packing if she'd only known how often I'd walked those streets hoping to find her. Then again, she was a bit flirty. More than a bit, if I'm honest about it. And when I invited her to the Sinfonietta concert, she certainly didn't need asking twice. My biggest fear was that she might hate the music. Ligeti, Stravinsky, and Schoenberg were all perfectly normal to me, but if she didn't like it, what then? You're great, Natasha. It's so brave of you.
It's absolutely fascinating.
And she was gorgeous. Let it not be forgotten. And the same age as me, too. So it obviously had to be. Or so I imagined. It's quite obscure, this music.
Hence the massive crowd.
If it wasn't for the subsidy, I dare say we would not be hearing this.
I really liked the clockwork thing.
The clockwork thing. The ligeti.
The spiky bits especially.
I like the micro-polyphonic writing best.
What's that?
The music that seems static, but is full of imperceptible melodic shifts. It's like a cloud that drifts from shape to shape without you noticing.
How interesting. You must be a musician.
If only. When I was in my mid-teens, my ambition was to be a concert pianist.
And are you?
It was just another wistful dream.
So what?
A teacher.
Music?
Physics.
Quite the brain box, Alec.
May I quiz you?
All right, quiz away.
I have to say I was amazed when you agreed to come. I would have thought that someone so attractive would be married.
Actually, I'm divorced.
How very tactless of me.
No. Long time back. Not the most sublime of memories. It taught me a few lessons.
Children?
I've a daughter.
Lucy.
20.
20 already. One-time teenage bride, I'll bet.
Ah, flattery will get you everywhere. I work as librarian in Rugby Square.
The Polytech?
That's right. And you? I reckon women must be queuing up for you.
I wish. A boring physics teacher isn't quite the hottest piece of property around. And candidly, I'm no great shakes at chat-up lines.
If that were true, we'd not be here. You're lovely. You're sincere. That's all I need, Marcel.
You're special. I could tell.
How did I come to be so lucky?
Honestly, I mean it.
I can see that. And you're special too. You are. I knew at once. What's next?
It's Schoenberg Chamber Symphony. That was bound to be a tough listen. What was I thinking?
I've heard of him at least.
Yes.
He's a Viennese composer.
Yes, that's right, but he's not quite your Johann Strauss type.
Oh.
Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry it took me so long. She left the washing up to do.
Told you, she was rubbish. Did you find a fresh towel?
I did, thanks. Anyway, how are you?
Just the same. I'm even struggling with the large print, especially now the nights are drawing in. At this rate, it'll soon be just me and my memories.
You still want the books though, don't you?
It's good for me to try.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of cataracts, is there any word about the operation yet? It could change everything.
Ah, good thinking. I'll find out what's happening. I should get you some books anyway. Are you fed up with Henry James yet?
There's a man who understood women. I'd love to read the Aspen papers again. I know they had it in large print.
The Aspen papers. I'll see what I can do. Oh, look at the time. I've got to go already. It's so stupid having just 15 minutes. At least the rain stopped. I'll be back later. Is there anything else you need?
The water?
Yes, it's there. And your pills. And when you hear the timer, you must take them. Have you got that?
Yes, thank you, Roz. I'm so glad you're back. May I have a little kiss?
You know it's against the rules, Alec.
Please.
Mwah.
Come on, Roz. You can do better than that.
Both cheeks then. Mwah, mwah. Don't forget your medication.
And don't forget your umbrella.
I won't.
We survived the trial by Schoenberg, but I thought I should go for something a bit safer next time. A night at the opera, courtesy of Benjamin Britten. The turn of the screw. And she loved it. Britten at his best. Steady on. Second best, and that's pushing it.
It's quite the spookiest thing I've heard. What's the bell sound?
The Celeste.
I like that bit the most. In Act 1, when the ghosts come for the children, it's incredible.
I'll tell you what he does that's really brilliant. It's the way the opera is written as a set of variations. Britten takes the theme you first hear in the prologue. That was Belinda, your mother's music, Natasha. And so on, and develops it in variation form. The ultimate sophistication is that Britten's theme itself breaks into 3 groups of 4 notes. The first, that miniature 4-note theme,
and then a pair of mini variations.
The first variation was you, Nasha. And the second turned out to be your dear daughter, Lucy. Shrill as ever.
Gosh, that's clever. Yet more evidence that there's a link between the thinking of musicians and of mathematicians.
And librarians.
I'm not sure where librarians fit into the great scheme of things.
All three professions are extremely good at making order out of chaos. By the way, I plan to serve up in about 5 minutes if you care to visit anywhere.
This wine's delectable.
You're beautiful.
I can't believe my luck.
Ow!
Getting stuck in a church doorway in the pouring rain with you.
I never knew my old umbrella could do such a power of good. It's Italian.
What? Your old umbrella?
Yes.
So, come on, tell me about Venice.
Venice.
I was looking at your bookcase. I'd say Venice seems to be a favourite theme. I guess you must have been to Venice.
Just the once. And you?
Regrettably, I haven't. But it's unforgettable by all accounts.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes. And can you guess what opera was first performed there?
Not the Britain.
Got it first time. And the opera house is as jaw-dropping as the music.
Will you take me there one day?
Take care. You haven't even tried my cooking yet.
That's true. But I've decided that it's going to be just like you. Amazing.
I can truly say I've never felt like this. So everything, so right.
You mean you've never been in love? I'll bet you have. I've never met a man as wonderful as you. Don't tell me no one ever fell for you before.
Someone did. Once, long, long ago.
Belinda,
She must have been.
my one true love.
Is something wrong?
She died.
You poor thing.
She was going... We were...
Alec, please. You never need explain if it's so painful for you. It was so insensitive of me. Do please forgive me.
You never need explain.
Nothing to forgive.
She actually said that.
Don't you start.
I was thinking how my mother would have understood. She lost her love, my father, in the war.
She'd forgotten him long since. I was her love.
We mustn't get all morbid. What's that gorgeous smell?
I guess you mean the tarragon.
Oh, Alec, honestly. I'll cook us up a really simple supper, you said. I arrive and find a 5-star banquet in the making.
Just you wait before you count your...
What's up?
The potatoes boiling over.
Can I help?
What did I expect from Natasha? I wonder how different things might have been if she had come with Belinda to my recital all those years ago. 60 years ago. God! Nasha was 20, and I was 20. And she had those same gorgeous eyes. It wasn't her birthday, though, so probably no presents, and certainly no unwrapping. And she did say I never need explain. Maybe it's not surprising that I didn't tell her the whole truth. Not then, anyway. It was bad enough when I lost her. I couldn't bear the thought of going through all that pain a second time. But there was more pain, plenty of pain, and not just with Natasha. Lucy! God!
2020 Visions by Paddy Gormley, with Maurice Thorogood as Alec, Georgia Riley as Alec's carer in his 80s. And his three lovers. Sarah Lawrie as Lucy in the year 2000. Sophie Morris-Sheppard as Natasha, 1980. Olivia Busby as Belinda, 1960. 2020 Visions is a 2020 audio drama company production.